Hi there, welcome to Watch Stu Do, where we're going to have a series of videos watching me do things. From furniture restoration, making things like retro games machines, and some small car repairs, and much more. I'm by no means a professional, I'm actually a web developer by trade, but I love making things and fixing things up. And the channel will just be a mix of showing you that anyone can do these things. And most of the skills that I've learned are from YouTube, and there's always somebody out there who's done a tutorial on these things. I watch a lot of YouTube, the likes of Matt Armstrong, Dan Chambers, Flipping Drawers, My Mate Vince, and they're all awesome presenters and have some really great content. First up, we're going to have a go at a Bluetooth speaker. So I bought an old voltage and amperage meter, and it's made from lovely solid wood and has some amazing engineering inside. So let's get on and see what we can do. So I'm just going to continue taking all the hardware off because ultimately I want to rub the box down because it's really nice wood and give it a nice fresh coat of oil or beeswax it just to make it all nice and pretty again. We have. Let's move that box out of the way for now. So it looks like we can take these off. Right, so we have the back off now. It's a lovely bit of engineering, really nice. I have not got a clue what any of this does, but I appreciate the amount of work that's gone into it. So nice. It'd be great if we could keep the needle. It'd be great if we can keep the needle with the music, so when there's a sound it'll bob around. I'm not sure if that's even possible because, like I say, I have no idea what any of this does. So I think I'll move on, I'll put this to one side and I will show you what we've got to go into this to make it into a Bluetooth speaker. So first off, we've got a Kenwood speaker that I used for a project in the past to make a Bluetooth sideboard. But I took the speakers out of the casing, so the sound was awful, so we scrapped that idea. It does come with a tweeter, and I think this is called a crossover. I could be wrong. So we're going to use both of these just to give it a bit more clarity of sound. My initial thoughts are that this is quite a deep speaker, so I think we may have to remove the insides of this in order to get a Bluetooth speaker or to get this speaker in. So we'll have a little think about that and see what kind of room we've got to play with. So we've bought this Bluetooth module. Bought it on eBay from China. It was quite cheap. It is only a mono output, which is absolutely fine for obviously our purposes on this one. If I was going to make one with two speakers, then obviously I'd get a better module that'll allow stereo. But this is perfect for what we need for this. I'll put a link in the description to something similar on eBay or Amazon, but you can see the number there. Yeah, so we need a power supply, DC 7 to 24 volts, and then you've got your plus and your minus outputs there. So yeah, really nice and simple, and cheap enough for our little project. So I've been having a think about our box, and I think with all that inside it, I don't think we're going to have enough space, which potentially means we lose the actual needle moving, but it's not about that really. That was just a nice thing that I'd like to add into it, but failing that, so I think we might have to start taking all this out so we've got a bit of space. I do want to, I'll have to take this metal bit out because the speaker will be on the back, and then we've got some space maybe at the side for putting the tweeter, or maybe even at the top here probably. So yes, I think we'll try and get this metal piece out, and then we'll start stripping this down. So just looking at this, I have no idea where to start. I think we'll just start with the screws that we can see on top, and then just see where we get to. probably got enough room now to put our speaker in. So if we get the speaker in the box, I'm thinking the speaker will sit around there. So I've tied those wires up, but have we got enough clearance? I feel like we have got enough clearance in there now, so we should be able to build around that and not have to take any more of that out. And then the next stage, I think we could probably look at cutting that speaker out of the back, maybe. I have got some fabric which I can probably cover the back in, like speaker fabric, but we'll work that out at some point. There might just be a grill in there. It'd be nice if we can get some grill like that to go over the top, but yeah, we'll work that out at some point. Okay, so let's get tidying up this wiring just so it's nice and a bit neater. We've got some nice speaker fabric which I used on a previous project. It's quite retro goldy thing, so we can make some kind of cover for the front of that. That'll tie in nicely, I think, with the wood as well, so that'll be cool. So I think the first task is to maybe work out where the speaker's going, and then we can cut a circle in there. I think we'll obviously screw it in from the back and give us some nice clearance there. So we just need to draw this onto here and then obviously reduce it slightly. So let's line that up. Let's just double check where the space where we think we had it. think that'll sit nicely in there, that'll look cool. So the old measuring stick, so from the bottom around there, so that's where our speaker's going to be. As I say, I think we might put the tweeter in there, so that'll be good. We may have to, yeah, we'll work that out because of that mesh. We might have to cut that mesh out, but it'd be nice to, wonder whether we could just mount this slightly higher so it allows some space for the dome of the tweeter to sit in there. So let's get this marked up now. Here it says moving it. Let's get this marked up now, and then we can start cutting the hole for this. So as you can see here, we've got a hole in the back for where the speaker's going to be located. We give it a quick sanding, and then we're just giving it a little coat of beeswax here just to bring out the grain really. As we mentioned before, we're going to use that nice fabric just to cover the hole at the back. I'm just securing the tweeter here and just raising it off slightly so the actual dome of the tweeter doesn't hit the grate. Drilled a hole in the side so we can mount the Bluetooth module in there, so it's just a case of popping it through, dropping a nut on, it should hold securely. So that's the end of this video, building our Bluetooth speaker box. I really enjoyed this one. It was just nice to work with something that's old and probably not usable anymore, and convert it into something that's like modern and can be used. It looks great, a nice bit of industrial art almost. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you do, like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll bring you some more videos soon.